Alrighty, hey, how's it going, guys? It's Richie here. I am doing some more designing for some of these upcoming projects. Figured I'd do a live stream here. Also figured out yesterday that this was not recording in the proper way. Also, if you hear hyperventilating in the background, it's definitely Jasper. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He just went outside, so he's like super pumped up now. Ungodly pumped up, if we're being honest. Sorry guys, just figuring out a few things here. Cool. All right. Like I said, sorry guys. Just getting things together here, figuring out this whole streaming thing. Kind of a pain in the butt because I'm not used to it, but we're getting there. So, like I said, piecing some stuff together here. Cool. I think I'm going to start with Reno. Start putting some of those puppies together. For those of you guys who don't quite know what I'm doing, I'm just creating some backgrounds to do some world building for some of my upcoming films. Hello! Hello, hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a great Friday night. Assuming it's Friday where you're at, I guess there is an entire world that's not necessarily. Anna, I'm building some backgrounds for Fairhaven. That's what's up. What's up with you? What you up to? Might be distracted while I'm responding, by the way, because I suck at multitasking. I am the worst. From the beach? Bro, where are you going to the beach? Man, I'm in freaking bumfuck Illinois. There ain't no beach out here, dude. I think there's a creek right down the... Levi. Well, the profile name says Anna, so it's very deceiving. I apologize for that, Eli. I do apologize. I need to blend this a little better. But regardless, the question still stands, where are you going to the beach at? Because there's no beach where I'm at. So, kind of jealous, not gonna lie. On your mom's phone. Ah, that makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. I don't think I want the rock in here. Did you steal your mom's phone? Is that what happened? Or are you just borrowing it? $11. Gotcha. Hello. Oh, in the car. Oh, I gotcha. Passing the time. Some good old YouTube. It's about the best way to do it. If we're being honest here. Vroom. Thank you. Thank you for subbing, Levi. Hope I can be mildly entertaining at the very least. Okay, so I'm thinking gonna put a couple planets. I don't know if I want to put like a ton of planets in the background. I think I kind of only just want to do like one. I think two might be too much, you know. What about this? My executive producer's running around here somewhere. He's chewing on his teddy bear. If they call it that anymore, bear, teddy bear, I don't know, man. It's a bear. That's my point here. Too bright. Also, if you see me adjusting, it's literally because this bench is like uncomfortable as shit. Add a football field with aliens. Man, great idea, but the only thing is it doesn't really match with the world I'm trying to build, you know? If you don't know, Levi, I do make short films, and these are supposed to blend in with the world that the short film takes place in. So, it's gotta match up. Add a cactus. I don't know if I have a cactus. Let me check. I have certain, like, assets, but I don't necessarily know if they have that. I know they have a lot of desert stuff. Let's see here. Desert. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Like, can you actually tell what I'm saying? Add coyotes. I definitely don't have coyotes. I might have a cactus. But yeah, if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Like, I'm using this new mic, so I think it picks up everything I'm saying. I hope it does. Let's see, cracks, bridges. Levi, I'm not seeing any cactuses, sadly. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I need to darken this up a bit. Kind of blends in there. What if I like made this a bit larger? Okay, what else we got? I don't know, man. I don't want a car in here. I mean, it kind of fits. Can I give you $1? Bruh. I'm fresh out of dollar bills. Sadly. The amount of things I could use $1 for is like limitless. So unfortunately, no, I can't give you $1 right now. Can you give me $1? I'll take $1 if you can get one. You borrowed your mom's phone, right? Can you borrow $1? Like maybe she'll let you, like, or maybe it'll do a trade. My background, thank you. It's the poster for my channel, but it's also a poster for my films in my film universe. I have shirts for sale with that background on them in my channel. I want to check them out. Pretty cool. Okay. Like I said, multitasking is not my thing, so talking to you while trying to figure out how to do this is a struggle bus, to say the least. The very least. I have kind of a routine down with this, dude, with the coloring, because literally I just have to change the shades. I don't really have to do too much. I almost want to make this a little bigger again. Saving for the new Xbox VR. I didn't even know they had an Xbox VR. I have an Xbox Series... Is it X? Xbox Series... Because it's S and X, right? It shows you how much of a gamer I am. Actually, funny enough, I do play a lot of games. I'm just not up to date with all the terms and crap. Oh, no. All the terms and crap that go into it. What if I made this bigger? Maybe not. Maybe not. What color? Mine's white. Mine is white. I think that works. What do I want to add anything back there? That's the question. I think I want to add some sharpness to these. Just a tad, not much. Or what about brilliance? No. Clarity? Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty big block. It's like a standing upright rectangle pretty much. Do I need the clarity, guys? What about sharpness? I don't know why I'm like obsessed with sharpness. I feel like it just makes it pop a little more, you know? I don't really think I need it for that though. I'm sure there's like a cracked out freaking editor that's gonna see this and be like, oh, that looks like garbage. Well, dude, not all of us are like, have been doing this for years, you know? I've been doing this, like the world building side of it. Show it to you. I can't move it. It's plugged in over there. I'll show, maybe I'll show it later. Maybe I'll whip out the Xbox later. I mean, if you looked up an Xbox Series X, I keep stuttering on that, you'd probably be able to see the color. It's like the standalone color. I don't really have anything, there's nothing crazy about it, you know what I mean? Just kind of normal. Guys, I feel like this house, there we go. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, that blends. All right, what else we got here? I think this would look good. You're bored? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm boring you. I don't know, man. I feel like that doesn't really go with this. There's too much, like, plant life going on there, you know what I mean? I think maybe I could add a tree in here. In the distance. Yeah. Put this puppy back here a ways. I don't know. Maybe I want to put that further back. Like when you're an editor doing this stuff, it looks a lot different than when you're just a viewer. You know what I mean? Because you can see all the issues with it. I think that works. PA. Hey, you can be my new friend. I don't care. I'm always down to make new friends. You know what I'm saying? Be a social guy. I almost kind of want to keep this. Here, I'm going to take a screenshot of this one the way it is. Might come back and keep touching it up and add more to it. I have an issue. Once I start adding stuff, I want to keep adding stuff and like cluttering it, and I really don't want to clutter. So I'm going to go ahead and not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah. I think Levi's a football player, guys. Adding a bunch of footballs in the chat. Okay, which one of these do I want to work off of next? I like how like spread out these are, so maybe, no, let's give this a shot. I like this. Bruh. There we go. In a Bugatti. Well, fancy you. Not all of us can afford those luxuries. Thanks very much. Just joking. I don't know why, but something told me you were probably joking about that. Not sure what it was. Maybe it was your tone and how you said it, but something told me you might have been joking around. Yeah, there we go. But then that's got to match up. Oh, my back, dude. That's got to match up. So I definitely need to add some tints to it. I don't think you're at my front door because my front door's right behind me, and there's nobody there. I did look behind me. I did. So, gotcha. Man, I don't know. I feel like it's way too much. What's this look like? I just feel like the shades are a little off, you know what I mean? What about like auto adjust? No, way too bright. You can tell that my executive producer over here is getting bored because he's pacing all over the kitchen. And yes, for those of you who didn't hear, I am literally operating from my kitchen right now because I don't have all of my office here. I'm in the process of moving everything to a new location, so yeah, I'm on an island in the kitchen right now with a monitor and my computer. I ain't playing a game, dude. I got editing to do. Yikes. That was rough. So was that. I don't know, dude. I like this thing definitely needs some kind of maybe if I minimize this a little more. Does that look too wonky? Like, I feel like it does. I feel like this is just way too bright for that, dude. Am I rich? I don't know. It depends. Wealth is a matter of perspective, I think. And it's defined very differently depending on who you ask. So, if you're asking if I'm wealthy, I don't know. Do you measure wealth in money? Do you measure it in happiness? Do you measure it in people? I don't know. Tell me what you mean. What do you mean by wealthy? Or what do you mean by rich? Yes. Yeah, great answer. Yes. I don't know, dude. I feel like I need to... No, it's just too... It pop... Like, I don't know, man. It's hard to describe. It just pops too much. What if I, like, faded it a bit? Does that help? What if I boost this? Maybe if I boost the background, it'll... Kinda, right? I guess I could always add some LUTs, like, at the end of it, like go through all my LUTs and figure out if one kind of just matches the entirety of what I'm going for with this. I don't know. We'll come back to it. We will come back to it. What else we got? Go down. You love God. Well, that's a good thing to love. There's far worse things, that's for sure. I need to put this in the back, so... I don't know, man. I don't know if that's what I want to... You're right. I faded a little orange and red. I do think I need to make it a little more, like... What if I just tint it? God, see? That's the thing, though. It shifts it... Ooh. We might have found it, dude. I think that looks better. I think that looks 10 times better. What do you think, Levi? I definitely think that was the answer. Hell yeah. Okay. This too. What if I put it in the back? I don't want to put a bunch of stuff like right in the front, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's gonna maybe make it look a little, I don't know, not like what we're trying to make it look like. Fade the rocks up by the house. Like these rocks up here, bring them up to the house and fade them. So that definitely helps. That's too much. Yeah, the only thing with fading the rocks under the house is it's gonna fade the whole background because they're all connected. And if I fade the rubble around the house, it's gonna make the rest of the house fade too. So it's just gonna adjust the entire thing with it. That's the downside. We'll bring this back. Ooh, that's too much. Okay. I mean that. Okay, hold on. Maybe that's. I don't know. Hold on. I think that's too. Yeah, I need to brighten that up a bit. Oh no, that's just making it way too. Yeah, no, that's not gonna. Nope. I think 5's the best I'm gonna get on there. I just need to change the shade a tad. What if I fade this? Oh, I think we kind of, there we go. I think we found our answer. It's better. Still not quite what I'm looking for, though. What are you huffing and puffing about, bruh? Bruh. What? He's wagging his tail 100 miles per hour. Dude, his tail could literally wipe out anything. Like, I mean, it's almost dropped me a couple times just with him running by, you know? Like, no, I mean, just give zero craps about it, too. I'm going to watch more videos, but I'm coming back. Well, thank you, Levi. I look forward to hearing from you again. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know. I mean, it works, right? But, like, it's not... I don't know. It's just not the shade I'm wanting, dude. Ooh, 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 ooh. No. I mean, I think that's like roughly the best we're gonna get, you know? What if I add more? Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe I won't add rocks. Maybe I'll add this. Yeah, that doesn't look bad, does it? Hold up. Oh no, it's not what I wanted to do. And move this. And then I can just change the shade of that. I mean, that kind of blends, right? What game are you gonna play? You said you're gonna watch while you're playing a game. What game? Should I make this like bigger in the background and then straighten it back up? No! Go back. There we go. Okay, so I think that's, yeah, that's a little better. Little bit better. Maybe add that there. Yeah. I think that looks 10 times better. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in or didn't hear me when I started, I'm creating backgrounds, or I guess backdrops, or whatever you want to call them, scenes for some of the upcoming Fairhaven films. Just going in and creating a few environments, you know, putting some stuff together. Testing. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out whether this is recording through my mic or whether it's just going through the computer. I've had a couple issues with that here recently, so I'm kind of testing it out. Yeah, it's going through here. Sorry, didn't mean to blow you guys' ears out. Sorry. Okay, so I got all these backgrounds. What if we use, I got more up here. Hold on. Let's try one of the roads. I got roads somewhere in here. Here they are. Let's try this. There we are. And then we can just add some stuff kind of along the sides, you know what I mean? But I wonder if I need to zoom this. I'm gonna give this a shot. Oh. You guys hear the huffing and puffing? You can only guess who that is. I definitely need to invest in a better chair. I think next time I go up north to where my actual like apartment right now technically is, I'm definitely bringing back my my office chair because this shit is very not comfortable. You could probably sit here for like a solid, I don't know, 5 minutes or so without it hurting too bad, or like starting to be a pain in the ass. But it definitely adds up over time. Does that look better or worse? What do you guys think? Should it be brighter, or it was better when it was kind of darker? I like that. I mean, although for some reason I always prefer to have things darker. I'm not sure why. Okay, probably add some rubble or something in here. Oh wait, no. What about like No, I don't really think that goes with... Yeah, no. That'll be more of like a town setting, I feel like. I don't think this is the Rebel we want either. Probably add a couple trees. I think that kind of looks decent, don't you guys? And kind of like a... You good, dude? Adding kind of like, you know, some buildings along the side as the road goes on. I'm not sure if I want to add a lot to it. But a few, you know, something in there. Okay, let's put that in the back. Nope, there we go. Oh, wrong one. I think I probably just keep it like that. That looks good, right? Except the bottom. I feel like the bottom's pretty light, but I mean, it's not enough that I think is noticeably, like, different, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's an ungodly amount of, you know, in the way necessarily. Plus, when I actually add this to a scene, like, I'm gonna go in and put like an overall color grade in there, so it'll make it, you know, it'll make it all kind of match up in the end. What else do we got? What about like a school bus? This might be the wrong angle, you know? Hold up. No. Huh? Guys think that looks Like janky? You think it looks good? I think it looks good. That's just me. What am I? Biased. Am I though? Like I'm really creating this from scratch, so who knows? And then watch, you guys are gonna see one of my films one day, and this is gonna be in it. You're gonna be like, oh, I remember when that dude made that. Or you'll be like, every scene from now on, you'll be like looking at it like, is that the one he made? Is that the one? Is that it? It's like a puzzle, you know, trying to figure out what are those books that they had, the like I Spy books where you had to pick out all the things that they were looking for, you know? They had like a list of things you had to find. It's gonna be like one of those. Okay, I might add some more buildings. I don't know if I want to though. What did I put over here? Okay, no, not that one. So I had this up here. See, that definitely makes it blend in better. That fade. But do I want to... Should I, or should I keep it the way it was? Is that even making a difference? Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, I think it's good the way it is, right? I mean... I don't think there needs to be anything added to that. Use that one. Okay. So that's good, but that makes me want to go back here and fade this one too, because otherwise this is going to be all wonky. Yeah, that's way better. There we go. Okay. What's the next one I want to put together? I don't like to add a bunch of stuff. Like I will eventually once I get into like the inner city area, which is supposed to be Goosenberg, but like what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of building up Reno, which is supposed to be more of like a Western kind of themed look to it, you know? So I feel like that's, you know, you shouldn't add as much in there. The nice thing is a lot of these presets already have like a decent like environment to them, so I really don't have to add all that much. Bro, what are you doing? Are you good? Sounds like you're like fucking hyperventilating back there, dude. Need to make that bigger. That did. I don't know, dude. All right. First off, let's recolor this. Let's see if. Oh man. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this. Maybe I should just change the background. I like move this down here. Bro, what are you sniffing, dude? See, I don't know. I don't like that. I mean, this one's fine. It's just the angle of it's a little, you know, it just doesn't really. I mean, that's okay, I guess. What if I fade this? Hey, chill, bro. Doesn't look terrible. I will say that. Does not look terrible. Doesn't look great. But doesn't look terrible. Bruh. Think that's good. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Well, maybe, hold on. Maybe I need to add some like some more buildings, you know? I feel like that's too small. Doesn't look bad. It's just this background here that I just can't get over it. As you can see with the numbers I'm putting in, I kind of put it to the extremes. That doesn't look terrible, does it? That looks better, I think. I mean, the mountain looks more like a mountain now. What if I... Because before it just wasn't like... Look a little better? A little bit? Tad? Makes it pop a little more, I think. And then put this. I notice that too when I'm filming. My back like just kills. Like you can say what you want about like people who make movies or cinematographers, but like you do not know the pain of being a cinematographer until you literally have carried that camera all day and that back starts hurting, and then it's like, all right, now it's time to keep pushing, you know? Like that is one thing I, will give anybody behind the camera credit for, is like, dude, your back starts freaking killing. And some people might not have that problem, I do see where like, and I'm not I'm not any pro with like filming or whatever. I've been doing it on a micro budget scale for quite a while, which is a lot of fun. But I don't, you see those people with those rigs or like those full body contraptions, like they have the camera mounted to them. They're like mounts, I think is what they are. And, they carry those things around. I'd assume those help, and that's the point. But like, it just, carrying just a basic camera around and shit. Although I will say, like, mine's just a phone. You know what I mean? Like, this is the most I've got, so you really don't have to worry about anything. But like, even that, it gets to be rough. I will say that. Does get to be rough. Maybe that's good. And like, I have a slouch here. Like, you can just tell. I'm trying to like, it's hard. Although, okay, so keep in mind too, I'm 6'5". Like, I'm not short. So it doesn't help that I'm also tall, and I'm like got this little camera that I'm like trying to film with, yeah, but it's still just, no matter, what height you are, it still freaking sucks, and it kicks your ass every time, dude. That's good. Okay, what about... Made a lot of desert ones. Hold on. Let's try this one out. This has a lot in it too. But I think we could maybe add like a gas station or something over here. What's that even say? So, I don't know what kind of a store that is. It's just like a... Is that a gas station? I can't tell if those are like... Those aren't pumps, I don't think. Can't tell. It would make sense if it was a gas station, but it just... You can't really... It doesn't really look like it, Now, where did I put the gas station? That's the question. I just saw it earlier when I didn't need it. Ah, there it is. So, like, I could put this... Hey, what you doing? I don't know, man. Is that like what I want to go for? You know, I mean, I just don't really know how to feel about this, how it's set up. You know, it looks really odd placed next to this. What if I like zoomed on this a bit? It looks so janky there. First off, I need to recolor this. Kind of matches, right? A little more. It's a little bit better. Bro, I hate it when it does that shit. There we go. Looks good. I'd say that looks good. Goes with it. I don't really think we need to add too much else to that either. I think it's pretty good. Don't you guys? Okay. Now, what about like some of these? These are a bit of a like different color, you know? Oh, okay, so this is a good conversation. What do you guys think this is? Like, I was having this conversation with myself yesterday, because that's what I do. I talk to myself. And like, is it a carriage? Is it a gigantic bike? Like, what about this? Like, because I mean, I'm assuming this is tires or wheels of some kind, right? But then there's nothing in the center. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Because I was like, oh, I could use this, right? It'd be great. But I would have to cover this up, I'm assuming, because, like, you cannot tell me what that is. Maybe you can. If you can, please let me know, because I would love to know. But, like, nothing about this makes sense to me. Like, right about the time you think you know what it is, you just realize, like, logically, no, that couldn't be the case, you know? So that's why I haven't used that one yet. If I match those up, that kind of looks... Oh, I'm gonna have to bring this up. I'm just gonna have to match those to make them look... What if I got rid of this? To make them look all the same. Doesn't look bad, right? And so I could change these colors to look all alike, but what I'm gonna do is when I go in and I put a film, I film it in front of a green screen. I'm gonna take out the green screen, put the character over the top, right? And then I'm gonna go through all the LUTs I have, which are pretty much just pre-made color schemes if you guys aren't editors, right? And I'm gonna put a color theme over the entire frame that's gonna match the character, the subject that's in front of it, and the background. So like, even though things might not match up right here, once I put this in there and I add that color theme to it, or that color scheme, it's gonna make it all kind of match up and look like it goes together. Which I probably shouldn't have changed up the colors in this. I should have just kept them the same, but I'll figure it out. I mean, it's no big deal. It's not gonna be god-awful. Unless I was like gonna pick a color to go over all this that's roughly close to this color, then it's just gonna look god-awful. But I don't plan on doing that, so I don't think we'll have an issue there. What else we got going on? Keeping track of the time, making sure I'm not getting... I got a film tomorrow, actually, and Sunday, so I'm like trying to make time to get rest, but also like I like doing this stuff, so. Plus, it's my first time, well, okay, technically it's not my first time doing it, but like, I guess it's gonna stay on the channel. It's my first time actually editing this stuff with you guys here, so I did one yesterday and it totally did god awful, and I couldn't figure out like why it wasn't reaching you guys, like, and then I realized it was the format I used. I did it widescreen instead of vertically like I'm doing now, and so it wasn't reaching everybody on mobile. It just wasn't, you know, going out to you guys. So like now it's actually looking that way and it can get out to you guys, but it just took way too, like, I was like, you know, I did a couple live streams earlier this week, you know, and it reached quite a few of you guys. And I looked yesterday and it barely got to anybody. And I was like, that just makes no sense to me. And then I figured out, I was like, ah, that makes sense. That's why. So I figured it out, but it was just like, what the hell's going on, you know? Kind of had to get to that point to figure it out. Okay. What else we got? I guess we could add some like rocky landscapes. Maybe. How about this? Hey, no, wrong one. Okay, so you can clearly tell the difference there. This is totally random, but I started playing Dragon Age Origins again like 2-3 nights ago. And yes, I'm a total nerd when it comes to the games like that. But anyway, started playing it, and now I'm like wanting to make some medieval like sets and stuff. I just haven't yet because I've been focused on Fairhaven, but I will. Don't you worry. I will eventually start making some medieval backgrounds. What if I... Oh, no. Okay. I need to put something over that. Can I put something like this over the top without it looking janky? Just random furniture sitting in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's the end of the world. Like, you know, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? What if I put one of those walls to make it look like they're in an area with a building? The building just maybe's gone. Wait, hold up. Doesn't look horrible. What if I change? I kind of want to change these colors. Be a little bit lighter. Wait, what did I make that other one? No! Well, yeah, that works. That works. What did I make this 10? Let's make this 10. Wrong one. Okay, now I feel like that's too much. That doesn't look too crazy, right? As long as I get rid of like the rocks in the background, because they don't really need to be there, you know? What do you guys think? Oh, actually, if I put this in here as well. Don't know why it's colored like that. I want this one to be behind the other one though. Yeah, why is it colored like that? Do I need to like fade this out to make it match? Darken it maybe? Okay, let's switch these. Yeah, this come over here. This can come over here. And this looks good, right? Looks believable. Somewhat believable. Then maybe I could like increase the size of this background. Yeah, looks better, I think. Put some, you know, do some color grading in post, but I mean, it'll look good. Okay, got that together. I think we're running out of backgrounds, guys. I have a ton more, but this is all I downloaded for today. I have a whole Google Drive full of like editing assets, and it's just, this is just pretty much what I got off of it today. Nose is freaking itching, dude. Yeah, drive me nuts. Oh, that's that one. Actually, let's give this the good old college try. Hold on. Voila. That was complicated, huh? Actually, hold on. Yeah, that was a tough one, huh, guys? Wild. Wild. All that talk about what that thing is, and that's what it comes out to. Like, problem solved. Okay, cool. What else we got? Go for about another 7 minutes, and then I'm gonna take off. Got shit I gotta get prepped for tomorrow. Actually, I could probably just chill for a second, because we've got a decent amount here, and I'll just add these. I made a folder for these. I'm just gonna put them all in there, and then I'll have some to pick and choose between when we're doing this. So I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about like what films I'm gonna want to do, kind of CGI, not CGI, but like, you know, do green screen stuff for, and use these backgrounds for. And I think like we have 3 parts of Testament we're doing coming up here soon. And like previously, the first 2 parts were all practical, like, you know, we went outside, we found a location, and we were filming that. But I thought about maybe doing some, like, for the last 2, green screen type stuff, because there's some pretty immersive sets that I think we could put together that are going to complement the story and that are going to take it in the direction I want it to go. So I think we might do that for Testament Part 4 and 5. And then, you know, leaning into the Ballad of Lily Bell, which I think that's next weekend, right? What is next weekend? It's next weekend the 17th. Yes, it is. That's Sunday. Or is it the 16th? Dude, I got so much shit going on. Bruh. And I'm blind without my glasses, but I hate wearing them. 17th, yeah, so that's Sunday. So we'll be filming that on next Sunday. Caravan Part 2 this Sunday. What else do we got going on? Yeah, and then we're doing Testament Part... No, we're doing Outpost. No, we're doing Testament Part 3 the weekend after next. And then the weekend after that, we're going to be doing Outpost 23. And then that's it for a while. Like, in terms of films, in terms of short films. We'll do that. And then I'm going to, you know, I got to piece all those together and edit all of them. Bro, seriously? And then I got a bunch of, like I said, radio show stuff I'm going to be doing. We got a lot of projects coming up. Honestly, September all the way up to December is going to be just editing, just brainstorming, writing new scripts, kind of touching up YouTube channel. I'll be doing a lot of live chats. I mean, I'm going to be doing a ton of these. Different stuff each time, you know, might be doing some brainstorming for some upcoming scripts. I'll be doing more of this editing. It really just depends on the day and what I'm feeling, you know. But I'll be building up a lot more content for Patreon, which we already have a ton of content coming out for the Patreon, which if you guys have not seen yet, I highly recommend taking a look at it. You know, I think Fairhaven right now is sitting at 6. It's going to be 7 short films in the series after the release of Warzone 18 Part 1, which is going to be at the end of this month. Whatever the last Friday of this month is, I forgot what the exact date was. It's the 29th. So on the 29th, Warzone 18 Part 1 is going to get released. And that'll mark the 7th film that's public on YouTube. And then I've got like 12 more films after that I'm editing. Actually, 11 more after that. 3 of which are not mine, but I mean, even then, that's 8 more. So 8 more Fairhaven films that just need to be edited and pushed out. Like, and there's gonna be, I'm gonna stick with the 1 premiere a month, but there's gonna be a lot more supporting stuff to the story, like more of those radio shows. There's gonna be more radio adventures coming to Patreon. There might be a couple more, like, I will say that this next weekend we have 2 episodes of Dr. Octavio coming out, which are going to be pretty cool. They're only like 3-4 minutes a piece, but they're pretty fun. They were kind of comical, you know, they're pretty fun to listen to, and just put together and make. And then Grulag's Tales, I just wrote the first 4 episodes of that yesterday, so I'll be piecing that together here shortly. The second episode of Micro Budget Madness is coming out Monday, so that'll be coming up. I mean, dude, I got so much shit coming out, like, it's not even funny. And I don't even know, like, I think I just kind of keep doing it now. Like, it's like an addiction for me. I'm just like, I keep telling myself, okay, come September, I'm gonna like take it easy and just relax up and through the holidays and just put together what I have, get it going. I guarantee you, like a week into that, I'm gonna be like, nope, when's the next film? Like, that's literally how I do, like, that's what I do to myself. And it's not that it's a bad thing. When you love what you do, it's awesome. You know what I mean? But it doesn't faze me. Like, it's something I love doing. It's something I enjoy. And I'm always, like, especially with telling these stories and creating these characters in Fairhaven, like, I'm always wanting to, you know, keep on adding to the story and create more details to these characters, add more characters, make new stories. Like, it's a constant on and on and on. And then I take time to take it easy and I'll like play video games or something, and then a new idea comes to me and then I get right back to the drawing board and I go make something else. You know, that's how I am. And, you know, I've been thinking here recently, like, you know, the balance between, like, they say, oh yeah, you gotta have work-life balance. Dude, I've literally just been working, coming back home, which is not far at all, trust me. It's like right down the staircase. Literally, I go upstairs to go to work. But I literally go to work, do my job, come back, and then I'm, you know, doing a live stream, I'm editing, I'm creating a podcast, I'm doing something. Like, there's always something going on. And so that's just how I am. And, you know, I could sit here and say, like, oh, I think it's because I was in the Marine Corps. I think, you know, because I'm a Marine, I like always want to work. I'm sure that ties into it and that is a part of it. But honestly, like, I don't really feel like that's the reason. It's just when you find something you love doing, it's not, you don't even feel like it's work. You know what I mean? You just think every waking moment about it. And even then, like, even when I'm asleep, dude, I'm dreaming about it. Like, that's what people don't understand is, like, I've talked to so many people who aren't in film about film, and they're like, you'll tell them, like, how much you work and how much you put together, and they're like, oh, wow, that's, like, you're doing a lot. Yeah, like, you know, that sounds stressful. It's like, no, dude, like, you know, or people will be like, well, you got to take it easy. It's like, I don't need to hear that, man. I get it. Like, thank you for being supportive. But, like, it's hard for people to understand when they don't have something they're so passionate about that, like, you're willing to do all this, you know, like, take all this time and put in all this effort to make one film or to make a podcast or, you know, to add a video to the channel. Like, explaining to normal people, like, what live streaming is. That's not a thing where I'm from, you know what I mean? It's huge in today, but, like, it's not something that people where I'm from do. So it's almost like, you know, you're talking to them and they're looking at you like you have two heads, you know, but it's just, it's a whole different world, you know, and I would never have gotten into this if I wasn't stationed in California for those 8 years, you know, or not even 8 years, sorry, 5 years. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years, but I was stationed in California for 5 of them. And I mean, honestly, those are the best days of my life, so up to this point. I mean, every day is a blessing to me, and I welcome every day, and I'm very happy in my life, and I'm very happy of everything I've accomplished and where I'm going. And, you know, I'm just happy. I love everything that goes into it. But those first 5 years out there, the best way I can describe it is really being a kid. Because you have such a adventure to you and you have such a curiosity, and like every experience is a new experience, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's different, man. And when you're able to do that and always have that kind of look to things, it makes things really fun and you welcome every new experience. as you get older, I'm noticing like that's kind of fading, and I'm trying to figure out at this point in my life like how to get it back or how to keep that going. But then I also hear people say like, you know, just keep pushing through it, just keep on going, don't slow down, don't let it keep you down, you know. And it's not that it's keeping me down, it's just it's something that's constantly on your mind. Like, should I slow down? Like, should I take it easy? Should I enjoy the little things? Should I or should I keep going as hard as I can and as fast as I can? Like, it's a give and take, you know. So it's just something that I've been facing here recently and thinking about, and I enjoy it. I mean, I do enjoy every single challenge that I'm faced with, and you know, with this channel, I love working with you guys and creating stuff for you guys, and you know, hearing from you guys. Like, it's such a huge blessing to me, because I never even thought about doing anything film related, or you know, traveling to California, or having a YouTube channel. Like, none of this stuff, literally none of this, is something that I envisioned 10 years ago, or 8 years ago for that matter. And so because of that, I'm super thankful, and I'm super thankful with every opportunity I get to keep on continuing that and creating, you know, a channel. Because I've learned so much in making these films. I've learned so much in doing these live streams, and you know, like this stuff, like putting together these backgrounds and then making them, like putting them on a film or on a screen with like a character in front of them and telling a story. Like, I didn't know how any of this stuff worked, and I didn't even know like that it was a thing, but here I am doing it, you know. So it's just it's been a great experience, and I thank you guys for being here with me while I'm going through it. And yeah, I mean, it's just I wouldn't trade it for the world. So but I've gone a little bit over my 7 minutes, like I said, so I'm gonna take off, guys. I got some shit I gotta knock out before tomorrow's film shoot. So make sure, if you haven't yet, you check out the Patreon, also the RDE Marketplace, and you know, we've got shirts available, neon designs. We just added 3 actually. Gumroad, we have a bunch of digital poster packs, things like that kind of add to the story of Fairhaven, but just give you a little more insight into these films and this world that I'm building. And if you guys have anything or any thoughts, please feel free to add them in the comments, right? I'd love to hear from you guys. So that's all for me right now. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. I love you, and until next time, this is Dalton signing off.